What is a knowledge base? What are the types of knowledge bases, and what should you include in one? In this video, we're going to dive into that and more. And hey there, my name's Josh and I have over 10 years of experience in technical writing. I'm also the founder of Technical Writer HQ. And this video is for technical writers and professionals who want to learn more about knowledge bases. Before we dive into all that, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, and that way you don't miss any of our future videos on technical writing, information architecture, and much more. Now let's go ahead and get started. A knowledge base is a library of information about your product or service. It typically includes answers to frequently asked questions, how-to guides, and troubleshooting instructions. Its purpose is to make it easy for people to find solutions to their problems without having to ask for help. Knowledge bases use a combination of text, image, and video-based content. And if you do it right and make it easy to find topics and related subtopics, a good knowledge base can scale out your customer support program while improving the overall customer experience. And 90% of consumers base their buying decisions on customer service and experience. Furthermore, consumers prefer to find answers on their own. A study by Forrester confirmed that customers prefer knowledge bases over all other self-service channels. And this is because a vast majority of customers want an immediate response to their customer service questions. And here's a quick example of a knowledge base by HubSpot. It contains certifications, training videos, and much more. And here's a great bar chart on the reason documentation is so important. Good and accessible documentation leads to successful companies. Knowledgeable consumers create powerful outcomes. There are two types of knowledge bases as well. You have internal knowledge bases. So an internal knowledge base is usually used as a way to allow employees to collaborate and share all company knowledge and information internally. And when creating an internal knowledge base, you can include anything that is meant for internal use. And then you have external knowledge bases. An external knowledge base, also known as a customer-facing knowledge base, is where customers or potential customers can go learn anything they'd ever need to know about a company's products and services. And it's usually public to everyone and can be easily found online. If you browse through the help and documentation section of any software, well, that's their external knowledge base. Both types of knowledge bases offer several advantages for organizations and users. There's the benefits of the internal knowledge bases, which is increased productivity. Having a structured source of internal information can increase your company's overall effectiveness by making it easy for employees to go and find information, answers to urgent questions by simply browsing through the knowledge base. They don't need to diverge from a task at hand and wait for an answer from a busy colleague. You also have reduced onboarding costs. It's common for onboarding processes to be time-consuming and costly, and companies can save a lot of time and effort and increase productivity at the same time by using knowledge bases where all relevant information is already available. And that way, when a new employee comes on board, they have all the documents they need to go ahead, get started, and get running. You also have improved communication and collaboration. Through the knowledge base, employees can store and share any needed information with each other. And then it's also a repository of organizational knowledge, which means employee turnover, which happens to be sometimes common in certain organizations, and you want to be able to solve that problem. So how do you solve that problem when millennials and Generation Z switch workplaces almost every 2 years? Well, knowledge bases act as repositories of all this valuable information in your company and help new employees get up to speed and start contributing as soon as possible. And this is also, again, another benefit when you look at onboarding. Now let's look at the benefits of external knowledge bases. They reduce customer support costs. So whether your company is a startup or a 100-year business, a comprehensive knowledge base can help you save customer support costs by reducing the number of tickets that the staff has to handle. Instead of focusing on minor issues, your staff can focus on critical issues and tickets of high importance. You also have improved customer satisfaction. People generally don't like it when they're in need of something or when they're not knowledgeable on a certain topic and have to ask someone. By providing them with this information right at their fingertips, customer retention will increase without sacrificing your company's customer service. And you have reduced customer wait times. We all know that irritating feeling when we're waiting for customer service while being put on hold for more than 10 minutes. And sometimes with some companies, it's over an hour. With a properly organized knowledge base, your customers can get immediate access to information. And here is a suggestive list of what you can include in a knowledge base. You have frequently asked questions. So FAQs are answers to questions that have been either asked on a regular basis or that you expect your users to ask at some point. And FAQs explain topics that don't require too much depth or technical support usually. They cover topics that can be explained often in 1 or 2 paragraphs, sometimes just 1 or 2 sentences. And how-to guides are also super important, as well as tutorials. How-to guides are generally short tutorials that explain a single step or action in detail. Essentially, they help your new users get acquainted with basic processes of your product or service. And tutorials are longer, more in-depth, and can cover a wider range of processes and product features. Both how-to guides and tutorials are generally supported with screenshots, but you have to be careful here because screenshots can quickly become outdated, but they're also supported with other visual representations or even short step-by-step videos. And you have reference documentation. You want to include quick start guides, user manuals, installation manuals, and troubleshooting manuals. These documents target a more technical audience and provide more detail than tutorials and how-to guides. Next, we have release notes. Technical documentation produced and distributed with a product update. For example, you have recent changes, feature enhancements, or bug fixes. It very briefly details specific changes included in a product update. And then we have data sheets, also known as a spec sheet, which contain a detailed listing of technical specifications of a product. It's useful if you need to quickly find out if a product supports features and specifications that you need. We also have white papers, which are in-depth reports or guides about specific topics that are used to convince readers of your expertise and subtly suggest that your product is the best product to solve their problem. And case studies. You want to show potential customers the real-life application of your product or service. And we also have news and updates. And most knowledge bases contain a separate section for just this. This section can include community announcements, product updates, new version releases, known issues, and much more. And we have community forum section. A good knowledge base provides a separate space for the community to interact and help each other out. You get content generated by other users, thus reducing your content creation team's overhead. And users also reach out to one another to reduce the amount of work needed from your support team. An active community around your product helps you promote your knowledge base and your product. And one of the big things is also a glossary, an explanation of all the technical terms related to your product or service. A knowledge base is quite a large body of information, to say the least. And it's no exaggeration if we say that even a simple knowledge base may contain hundreds or thousands of articles, videos, images, and documents. As your company or product grows, so does the knowledge base. Continuous updates are required because you wouldn't want any of your customers to see the wrong information, feature, or product name anywhere on the knowledge base. That is why specialized knowledge-based software has been developed that makes creation and updating systematic. Another advantage of knowledge-based software is that you can use it to get analytics and reporting to make improvements on your knowledge base and your information architecture. And there you have it. We just went over what a knowledge base is, what are the types of knowledge bases, and what you should include in one. And thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. And again, my name is Josh. I'm the founder of Technical Writer HQ. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel so you can get up to date on everything technical writing, as well as information architecture and the many related subjects. And with that said, I'll see you on some of our following videos where we'll cover those subjects more in depth. Cheers.